as you start to lead people, don't underestimate the impact that you're having, because you may be having an impact that you have no idea is actually happening. And my story behind this is at the beginning of my career, I mentioned to you, I started my career as one of 6 managers at a 22-screen movie theater. As a manager, you would be assigned, if you were assigned to close, you had to stay there till all the movies were done and everything was done. Well, managing director was going to be back at 9, so I showered and I came immediately back, and I'm standing outside of his office. I literally remember standing there like, well, this is it. You're done. You got to find a new job. I walk in and I kind of tell him the whole story, and I said, here's what I think happened and here's what I did. I even said, I'm sure that this print is ruined and we're going to have to pay for it. And he looks at me and he goes, Darby, he's like, I appreciate you coming in and telling me. Why don't you go home and get some sleep? That was my very first job in my career. It changed how I led people my entire career. That one interaction with that guy changed. And it's this guy talking to this kid. To him, the moment, it was expensive. I'm sure it was significant from that standpoint. But in general, the moment to him was probably insignificant. Like, I doubt he would remember it today. But to me, it had a huge impact. Like I said, I don't think he knows what the impact he had on me was. So how many times have I done that, and how many lives have I impacted? And then think about the ripples that go out from there. If he can affect me, and I can affect however many leaders in my career that I can affect, and those people can affect, 50 more people. Imagine that turns into a tidal wave of change before long. And that's what we need to understand as leaders, and as you start to lead people is just understand that you are probably having a bigger impact on people than you realize, both from a positive and a negative. So you have to be careful, because I've had times when I've lost my temper, and I always have to go back to the individuals and say, I apologize. I should not have said that, because you have to correct those mistakes. Otherwise, you could change them for the worse in those cases. So just understand what your impact is.